The movie kicks off by revealing that long before humans existed, other civilizations were exploring the universe. We then find ourselves on a planet called Samaris, where a man named Mills is relaxing on a beach with his wife and daughter, Navine. While Navine is busy practicing a special kind of whistle, Mills looks worried about the 2-year exploratory mission he's signed up for. He talks to his wife about his concerns, and she suggests he should talk to Navine about it. From their conversation, we learn that Navine is sick, and Mills has taken on the mission to earn money for her treatment. Mills then approaches Navine, helps her with her whistle, and seems puzzled, but Navine shows she knows he's going on the mission to help her. Next, we see Mills on his spaceship, waking up to an alarm. The computer checks the status of the cryostasis and asks for manual control. Mills rushes to take over but struggles to navigate through an unexpected asteroid belt. Despite his efforts, Mills can't save the spaceship, and all the passengers in cryostasis perish. The ship crashes, and Mills wakes up from a dream about Navine. The computer tells him they've landed on an unknown planet, and Mills realizes he's lost his crew in the crash. He suits up, grabs his gun, and steps out to look for survivors. Instead, he finds the lifeless bodies of his crew members. As he stands in the water, a mysterious creature circles around him. Mills returns to the ship and records a distress message, but then he deletes it. He records another message, explaining the crash and telling anyone listening not to come for him. Feeling hopeless, he contemplates ending it all, but then he thinks of Navine. He watches videos of her, and just then, the computer alerts him to a cryostasis pod with a survivor. Rushing to it, Mills discovers a 9-year-old girl inside. He picks her up and heads back to the ship, only to stumble upon a huge dinosaur footprint. It's then we realize Mills has crash-landed on Earth 65 million years ago, during the age of dinosaurs. He brings the girl to the spaceship, tucks her into bed, and sets out to find an escape vessel to get her home. While exploring, Mills comes across the skeleton of a giant dinosaur. As he moves forward, he nearly falls into a scalding hot spring but manages to save himself. Suddenly, he spots something shiny in the mountains. The computer tells him it's an escape vessel about 15 kilometers away. Determined, Mills sets off toward it but is attacked by a dinosaur. After a fierce struggle, he manages to kill it. Deciding to return to the ship, he notices movement in the bushes and finds the little girl hiding there. She gets scared and runs away, with Mills chasing after her. They both fall and land next to another enormous dead dinosaur. As they catch their breath, the trees start moving, and a massive dinosaur appears. Mills quickly saves the girl and rushes her back to the spaceship. Mills tends to the girl's wounds and tries to communicate, but quickly realizes she doesn't understand his language. Checking her records, he finds out her name is Koa. He tells Koa about the crash and explains they need to climb to the top of a mountain to find an escape vessel and leave the planet. Koa, understanding the word family, draws her parents, and Mills tells her they're on the mountain. Later, Koa stumbles upon some recordings of Navine, but when she reaches a sad one, Mills stops her and warns her not to mess with his stuff. He then briefs Koa on their journey, and they set off toward the mountain. During their trek, Koa picks some berries to tease Mills. Frustrated, he tells her they're poisonous and not to eat them. As they walk on, an insect lands on Mills' neck. When he swats it away, it leaves sticky goo on his hand, causing him to get stuck to a tree. He struggles and falls, making Koa laugh. He playfully tries to scare her with his sticky hand, but they're interrupted by a falling tree. Moving ahead, Koa spots a baby dinosaur trapped in a hole. Ignoring Mills' orders to stay back, she rushes to save it, forcing Mills to help. Just as the baby dinosaur takes a few steps, predators attack and kill it. Koa cries, and Mills sternly tells her to follow his instructions if she wants to stay alive. The duo sits by a stream, drinking fresh water and filling their bottles. Koa finds a flower and insists Mills wear it in his hair. Just then, Mills' computer loses track of the escape vessel. He tells Koa to stay put while he climbs a tree to scan for it. Suddenly, scorpions crawl on his hands, and as he tries to shake them off, the branch breaks. Mills falls and dislocates his arm. Out of nowhere, predatory dinosaurs surround them. Struggling to relocate his arm, Mills is about to be attacked when Koa steps on his arm, popping it back into place. Mills grabs his gun and kills the dinosaurs while Koa runs and hides behind a fallen tree. Flying dinos appear, and as she sneaks to the other side, the predators catch her. Before they can attack, Mills arrives and saves her. Just as he thinks they're safe, another predator drags Koa away. Mills barely manages to save her by shooting the predator. Koa, scared, moves away from Mills when he tries to comfort her. Understanding her fear, Mills gives her space. In the evening, Mills whistles for Koa like he used to for Navine, and Koa replies with her family's whistle. Signaling she's ready to move on, Koa climbs onto Mills' back. They find shelter in a cave, and Mills sets up sensors around their sleeping area. Mills notices activity in the sky and scans it with his computer, discovering a giant asteroid headed their way, which could cause an asteroid shower. Koa shows him one of Navine's video recordings. Initially upset, Mills eventually plays the video for her before telling her to get some sleep. Mills cries in his sleep, dreaming about his daughter, and we learn that Navine passed away a year after he left on his mission. He wakes up to the sensors alerting him of danger, and finds Koa unconscious with an insect in her mouth. Quickly, he uses a tool to kill the insect before it can harm her. Koa wakes up, coughing out the insect's waste, but the sensors still show a high threat level. Suddenly, a giant dinosaur appears behind them. Mills shoots it in the eye, and they hide in a cave hole. The computer tries to guide them with their current data, but they can't find an exit. Mills starts digging but soon gives up, saying he doesn't have the right tools. Feeling defeated, he admits to Koa that he lied about her parents, but she doesn't understand. Determined, she urges him to keep digging, and Mills comes up with a plan. He uses bombs to create an opening big enough for Koa to crawl through. Handing her the remaining bombs for emergencies, he helps her through the hole. Mills follows but gets trapped when the rocks collapse halfway through. Separated from Koa, Mills feels desperate but decides to find another way. Retracing his steps, he encounters a predator and loses his gun when it bites his arm. Using his computer to distract the predator, Mills fights it off and manages to kill it, reclaiming his gun in the process. Meanwhile, Koa finds a sharp-edged bone and covers it with the juice of poisonous berries before slipping it into her bag. Mills finally emerges from the cave, shouting Koa's name in desperation. As Koa wanders, a predator spots her. She cleverly traps it inside a wooden log and uses all the bombs to destroy it. Hearing the explosions, Mills rushes to find her but gets stuck in a swamp, sinking slowly. Just in time, Koa arrives and rescues him, and they share a tight hug, showing their growing bond. Later that night, Mills tells Koa about the catastrophic asteroid headed for Earth and stresses the urgency of reaching the mountaintop. When they finally get there, Mills is thrilled to see the navigation system and escape vessel are still intact. Koa, however, searches for her parents and breaks down when she realizes they're gone. Mills tries to comfort her, but she's furious. He opens up, telling her that his daughter, Navine, loved him deeply but was unhappy with him at the end because he wasn't there when she died. Touched by his honesty, Koa hugs him. They board the escape vessel, and Mills is excited to learn that a rescue ship is on its way. Just then, an asteroid hits their vessel, knocking it out of alignment and making takeoff impossible. To make matters worse, 2 dinosaurs attack the vessel. Spying his gun, Mills sneaks out to grab it, but it fails to work. Koa jumps out of her seat as the dinosaurs close in on Mills. Thinking fast, she uses Mills' computer to project Navine's hologram. The distraction works as one dinosaur attacks the hologram, giving Mills time to fix his gun and shoot it down. Meanwhile, the second dinosaur knocks the escape vessel, accidentally aligning it perfectly for takeoff. Mills takes it down with precise shots, thinking the danger is over and they can finally go home. But then, the third dinosaur, the same one from the cave, appears. Instead of rushing into the escape vessel, Mills lures it away to an area with hot water springs. The dinosaur steps on one, seemingly unfazed, but as it moves to attack Mills, Koa strikes it with the bone she kept, blinding it. The dinosaur stumbles back into another hot spring, burning it severely. As the catastrophic asteroid nears Earth, Koa helps Mills reach the escaped vessel. They manage to leave just before the asteroids hit, witnessing the planet's destruction from afar. Mills finally feels peace, having fulfilled his promise to get Koa home safely, but he's saddened by thoughts of reuniting with Navine on the beach. Koa senses his sorrow and holds his hand, offering him comfort and a renewed hope for the future. And with that, the movie concludes.